In the last episode, I challenged artificial intelligence to build a professional business website, and against my expectations, it actually worked. But building a business is only half the battle, because a website that never earns a single dollar is just another page on the internet. So that got me thinking, could AI do something even harder? Could it actually help me make my first $100 online? There's only one way to find out. Let's put it to the test. Chapter 1. The Challenge. What if your next paycheck cost wasn't earned by you? Beat. What if it was earned by artificial intelligence? It sounds impossible, maybe even a little ridiculous. But just a few years ago, people said AI couldn't write. Then it started writing. They said it couldn't design. Then it started designing. They said it couldn't build websites. And in my last experiment, it helped me build one. So now, there's only one question left. Can AI actually make money? Not in theory, not in a perfectly edited advertisement, but in the real world, with real challenges, real competition, and real deadlines. So I decided to run an experiment. I gave AI one mission: help me earn my first $100 online in just 7 days. But there were rules. I wasn't going to fake results. I wasn't going to promise overnight success. And I definitely wasn't going to hide the failures. Whatever happened, you'd see it. If AI succeeded, you'd see it. If it failed, you'd see that too. Because that's what real experiments look like. This isn't a tutorial. This isn't financial advice. It's an honest test. One creator, one AI, 7 days, $100. Let's find out if artificial intelligence can actually help turn an idea into income. Chapter 2. The Plan. Every mission starts with a plan, so before making a single dollar, I asked artificial intelligence one simple question. If your goal was to make $100 online in 7 days, where would you start? I expected a quick answer, maybe a list of popular side hustles, but instead, AI broke the challenge into something much more practical. It didn't start with money, it started with value, because before anyone pays you, they need a reason to. The first recommendation was simple: find a problem that people are already trying to solve. Then use AI to help create something that solves it faster, better, or more affordably. That immediately ruled out one approach: chasing shortcuts. The internet is full of promises about instant wealth, but building something sustainable usually starts with helping someone first. AI then suggested several possible paths: digital products, freelance services, content creation, AI-assisted design, and online consulting based on skills you already have. Each option had its own advantages and its own challenges. Some could produce results quickly, but required an audience. Others had lower barriers to entry, but also more competition. So instead of blindly picking the first idea, I evaluated each one. I asked, which option can realistically be started within 7 days? Which one fits the skills I already have? And which one gives me the best chance of earning my first $100, honestly? After comparing the possibilities, one idea stood above the rest. It wasn't the easiest, it wasn't the flashiest, but it felt achievable. And for this experiment, that's exactly what mattered. With the plan decided, there was only one thing left to do: stop planning and start building. Chapter 3. The first customer doesn't know you exist. A plan is only valuable if someone is willing to pay for it. And that's where this experiment became much more real. AI had helped me choose a direction: offer affordable AI-assisted website creation for people who need a professional online presence. On paper, it sounded simple. Businesses need websites. AI makes building them faster, problem solved. But there was one detail AI couldn't solve for me. Nobody knew I existed. No audience, no reputation, no client list, no reviews. Just an idea and a 7-day deadline. That's when I realized something important. Making money online isn't only about having a good product. It's about getting that product in front of the right people. So the next step wasn't building another website, it was finding potential customers. I started researching local businesses, creators, and entrepreneurs who either didn't have a website or clearly needed a better one. AI even helped me draft professional outreach messages. Not pushy, not spammy, just simple introductions explaining what I could offer and why it might help. One by one, the messages went out. Then came the hardest part. Waiting. Every notification made me look at my phone. Every email could have been the first opportunity. Some messages received no reply. Others were opened, but never answered. That's frustrating. But it's also reality. Every business owner, every freelancer, every entrepreneur hears no before they hear yes. AI had given me a roadmap, but it couldn't press send with confidence. It couldn't handle rejection. That part was still up to me. And that's when the experiment stopped feeling like an AI challenge. Chapter 4: The Real Test. There's a moment, in every experiment, where planning ends and reality takes over. This was that moment. The messages had been sent, the website was ready, the offer was clear. Now, there was nothing left to do, except wait. At first, nothing happened. No replies, no customers, no money, just silence. And honestly, it was discouraging. For a second, I started wondering if the whole experiment had failed. But then I remembered something. AI never promised instant success. It only helped me move faster. The results still depended on real people making real decisions, so instead of giving up, I asked AI another question. What should I improve? The answer surprised me. It wasn't, find a better AI tool. It wasn't, send more messages. Instead, AI suggested improving the value of the offer itself. Make it clearer, make it easier to understand. Explain the benefit, not just the service. That changed everything. Instead of saying, I build websites, I focused on the outcome. I help businesses build a professional online presence that makes it easier for customers to find and trust them. It's a small difference, but it completely changes how people hear your message. Then, I refined my outreach, improved my portfolio, adjusted my pricing, and kept going. That's when I realized this experiment wasn't really about making $100. It was about learning how to solve problems, one improvement at a time, because every change, no matter how small, increased the chances of hearing one word. Yes. Chapter 5: The Verdict. 7 days earlier. This was just an idea, a challenge, a question I genuinely didn't know the answer to. Could artificial intelligence actually help someone earn money online? Or was it all just hype? For 7 days. I followed the plan. I refined the offer. I reached out to people. I learned from every response and every silence. And now, it was finally time to look at the results. Pause. This is what happened. Maybe it reached the full $100, maybe it didn't. But here's what mattered most. The experiment produced evidence, not assumptions. It showed me which ideas attracted attention, which messages people ignored, which approaches sparked conversations, and which ones needed improvement. One thing became very clear. AI can help you think faster, it can help you write faster, it can help you build faster, but it can't replace the persistence required to build trust. The technology opened the door, but I still had to walk through it. Looking back, I don't measure this experiment only by the amount of money earned. I measure it by something even more valuable. I now have a clearer process, better skills, and a stronger understanding of what actually works. And that's something I can build on long after these 7 days are over. Chapter 6: What this experiment taught me. 7 days ago. I started this experiment with one simple question. Could artificial intelligence help me earn my first $100 online? Today, I have my answer. And regardless of the exact number, this journey taught me something much bigger than I expected. Before this challenge, I thought AI was mainly about speed, writing faster, designing faster, building faster. But now I see it differently. AI is an accelerator. It can accelerate good ideas. It can accelerate learning. It can accelerate productivity. But it can't replace curiosity. It can't replace consistency. And it can't replace the willingness to keep going when something doesn't work the first time. Those are still human skills. If there's one lesson I'll take away from this experiment, it's that success doesn't come from finding the perfect AI tool. It comes from combining technology with action. That's where the real opportunity begins. This wasn't about chasing a shortcut. It was about discovering a better way to work. And for me, that's a result worth building on. If you've been following this series from episode 1, thank you. We've gone from starting a business to building a website, and now testing whether AI can help generate income. This journey is only getting started, because in the next experiment, we're going to push AI even further. Bigger challenge, bigger stakes, and hopefully, even bigger lessons. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe and join me for the next experiment. And before you go, I have one question for you. If you had 7 days and access to today's AI tools, how would you try to earn your first $100 online? Leave your ideas in the comments. I read them all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next experiment.